What we have here is a Fanimation Big Island with normal blades. Yes, normal blades on a big island. Right, so, as you saw in the previous bit about this thing, the performance wasn't great. And the reason for that really was because this room is far too small to handle an 80-inch blade span. So air cavitation became a thing and performance was greatly reduced. I don't have the best test setting for huge fans. But this setting is perfect for anything up to, say, 56 inches, 60 inches, anything like that. So, what happens if you put normal 52-inch blades on a motor that is meant for up to an 80-inch span? Good question. So, what we have here, okay, is the Big Island motor with a set of 52-inch bamboo, dark bamboo, narrow oval blades. 20-degree blade pitch. Yeah, it's pretty nice. This blade set's nice. Okay, so, anyway, just get over without killing myself here. Yeah, so, let's see. Now with DC, this is a DC motor, alright? The Big Island uses a large DC spinner motor that was shared in the 84-inch Odyn. So yeah, it's a big motor with big, wide bamboo blades. Now, normally, if this were a regular Islander, you would have slow. What's going to happen now? So let's take my remote, put it on to speed 1. It is moving at a normal speed. This is probably equivalent to the medium speed of, say, a stack motor, a regular Fanimation Islander. Or Islander AC, as it's known as now. See, it's moving at a pretty average low speed. It's not particularly aesthetic. However, I mean, it's still moving at a pretty good clip. I would say it's doing about 60 RPM on low. This is speed 1. And it's moving there. This is nice. Speed 2. It's slightly faster. Only slightly. But now it's moving at an RPM a little closer to your regular Islander's high speed. Cool. Go to speed 3. Speed 3, I mean, now it's pretty much high speed with a regular Islander with these blades. I mean, yeah, they're moving air, and it also helps that they're narrow, not super wide. But yeah, they're moving air. So this is cool. Like, this fan is actually moving a good amount of air right now, which is kind of surprising. Speed 4. Oh, it's moving faster. Ooh, uh-oh. Not what you'd expect, eh? Speed 5. No. Speed 5. Ooh, it's really moving fast now. Ooh. What's going on here? This ain't right. Anyway. Straight up high speed. Okay. On high speed, this thing hauls ass. Okay. It's probably doing... Oh man, I want to say it's doing about 160 RPM on high. Like, it's moving a lot faster than it should. Than a regular Islander should. Okay. Now, here's the thing with palm-bladed fans in general. Alright? They're meant for aesthetics. They're not really meant for performance. Or at least early on, they were not geared for, performance applications. They were meant to go very slow, la-di-da, blah, blah, blah. Alright? Problem with that is they're not really functional. Palm blades are huge blades. Alright? They're meant to spin very slowly. Okay? I personally work in the business. And I've heard from people that, well, why isn't my fan moving here? This thing sucks. I'm bringing it back. Yeah. So they get this thing with palm blades. Right? Oh, it looks nice and pretty, but oh, it doesn't move in the air. It's too slow. Right? Why is that? Because the motor isn't really meant... Motor is meant for regular blades, and anything larger is going to be more aesthetically low rather than functional. So... Alright. Turn it off. So basically, right? Yeah, they like the look, but they don't get any performance out of it. Now, this thing, okay, this huge motor, right, with regular blades, fulfills the wishes of many people who like the style, but also want it to actually move air. This thing, oh, it moves air. Put it back. Actually, let's just start from high real quick. Yeah, it does the fidgety such, typical of a DC fan. Alright. This is 0 to high. But, yeah. So this huge motor with these blades, the thing actually performs really well. Like, shockingly well. A lot better than you'd ever expect. So, you'd think maybe Fanimation would market this thing more towards, mounting regular blades rather than 60 inches and up. But of course, no one ever thought of that. And the Big Island fell into obscurity and was discontinued, I think, in early 2018. Sad. Because this is what a lot of people want. A big motor for these things. Big motor that actually moves the air. Or rather, it moves the huge blades at a very, relatively high RPM. Let's now reverse the fan. I mean, like, this is something I would put in my house. This is something I would actually have installed in my home, because, well, it actually performs. The huge motor with regular blades, oh, this thing's great. This thing's so great. And again, in reverse, hauls ass. I can feel breeze throughout the room. This thing's a powerhouse. You put shorter wood blades on this thing, and oh god, I don't even want to know how that would do. Because Fanimation did make shorter wood blades with a relatively normal profile at one point. And I think they still do make composite blades, but they're 48 inches. So, more choices. But yeah, moral of the story here is when you combine regular palm blades, shorter palm blades with a big motor, you get a fan that actually performs well. Not only is it aesthetically pleasing on the low speed to a relative point, it actually moves air. Like, it smashes the typical mold of a tropical palm bladed fan. You know, performance is that good. Now, I mean, of course, this room is still just a little bit small, but it still moves so much air. If I had a bigger room, oh god, yeah, this thing would be absolutely outstanding. Yeah, the motor is a DC 165L, so I think it's a 165mm DC spinner motor, which in DC terms, that's pretty big. But yeah, there you go. This is the result of putting regular blades on what is essentially, say, a Dodge Viper engine. You know, you get a nice result.